Okay, that's new for YouTube because I've never had to do that before. But here we are. Oh, the fact that I have a crook in my neck is diabolical. Like that. All right, girl. There you go, girl. Yeah, let's see. Learn more about how the organization can partner with how do I purchase your book? Which one, girl? Cause I have. Well, which one you talking about, Mama? Let me know. I think I'm gonna turn this waterfall off. I think it's a little loud. Let me cut it off. Hold on. Which book are you talking about, Annette? Let me know which one because so I have several actually, and I'm literally about to launch. Let me show you. Oh God. Well, give me a second, girl. Yeah, let me know which one you're talking about. Because like I said, the one. Oh, okay, yeah, it's on Amazon. It's on Amazon. So I will send you the link. So I think I'm on 8, but they've not been released yet. I am literally in the process to getting it done, and it's only because I don't want to release them on Amazon. I want to release all my content and creations on my own website now. And so I'm getting ready to launch my website. And so on my website, everything will be available. But I have a series of workbooks actually available now. Like I said, I am on number 8. I have an ebook up for purchase. It is called Metamorphosis from Consciousness. I'm sorry, from cocoon to consciousness. So like I said, listen, but this is the newest one that I'm working on right now. I just printed it out. It's also available on for PDF printout. You can print it out yourself. I just printed mine out. Also, right, I absolutely work my own things that I put out. So don't just think I put stuff out to you all that I do not know and have not done myself. So that's another thing about it. But I will send you the link to that, my love. I'll send it to you when I get off of here actually. So that link that you're talking about though, that is a self-love journal. Oh, look, I have one right here. Okay, so I think I have 2 different ones. Yep, I got 2 different copies right here. So, yep, this one right here. They're available on Amazon right now. Like I said, so these ones you can purchase right now. But the new stuff, like this one, that again, I'm so excited about, they've not been released yet. But if you want a copy, you can inbox me and you can absolutely have first dibs to it. So yeah. But I got you, girl. How are you doing, my love? First, let me say I am sending all my love, listen, to you and your family. My condolences. I know loss of a loved one is never easy, but once you understand, right, life and how it works, we're able to see the joy in it. Because technically, when we're born, we're supposed to cry, and when somebody transitions over, we're supposed to celebrate. So my mom is in the hospital right now too. I was just in San Antonio last week dealing with my mom and her situation. So yeah, I'm with you, girl. I love you. I love you all. And please look, send everybody my love. Yeah, absolutely. One step at a time. Yes, ma'am. Well, hey, Annette. How are you doing, girl? I love you. Please let me say that. Please know that. But you already knew that, and you knew that before me getting on here. So I absolutely love you, and I hope that everything is okay with you. So listen, any questions? I'm not going to be on long tonight. I am in the middle of, like I said, getting everything together, moving forward. Right? You got to understand, when it comes to change, change takes time. And you have to be able to stay within your process without wavering and keep your eyes on the final prize. And so in the background, I've been working my little tail off here. So I'm super excited for you guys to see everything that I have coming out here soon. But if you have any questions, anything you want to talk about specifically, something you want to touch on real quick, we can absolutely do that. I'm in the middle of cooking right now. I forgot, look, I forgot it was my day to cook. So I'm doing that too.
Extensionist Mascara by L'Oreal Paris. Lashes so extended, they look up to 5 millimeters closer to brows. A sculpting comb with magnetic black pigments.
So I know that
L'Oreal Paris. You're worth it.
there's a lot going on right now. I know in my world, I'm not going to assume that it's going on in yours, that you have a lot going on in your world. But if you do, um, a part of the thing that I'm working on is called the STAY method, and it's a 4-step framework that I have designed and created to help you be able to go into your emotions with awareness and intentionality and to be able to stabilize this area in your life. Change happens in several different steps, right? There's so many different processes. And so when it comes to you changing, the first thing is you want to allow yourself that time, space, and grace that you need to make these changes. Expect instant gratification is not realistic. Just as long as it took you to get in this mindset, it's going to take you an absolute, I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for. Hold on, let me take that word out. But it's going to take you a nice piece of time to go in and correct these areas in your life. And so, like I was saying, I know a part of this new stay method that I'm teaching is being able to stay, right? Being able to understand that despite what you're going through in your life, it is absolutely on purpose. It is part of your molding, your shaping, and your experience to you becoming who you truly were created to be. And so when you find yourself in these situations that are going to present themselves to you time and time and time again, you have to be able to go through it and at the same time to grow through it. A part of you going through that situation is to come out on the other side better than you were before you went into it. So start allowing yourself the time that you need to do what? Relax, hmm reset, and release. You cannot keep carrying the baggage from one season to another. Certain things that you went through in your last season are not required in the next season. You have to understand when spirit is moving you, you have to go through there to get to here, whatever that looks like. But a part of you going through there is to be able to transmute and alchemize this energy, this negative energy that you're dwelling in, into your power. That's a part of the process. Nothing you go through is by mistake. Okay? So make sure that you're setting time aside to let these things go when you need to. Okay? It's okay to feel an emotion. We know that you're human. You're going to go through emotions, but you must not allow yourself to dwell in them. You must be able to, at all times, take that elevated perspective. That elevated perspective is where you gain your clarity. Okay? Also, right, let me just say this right quick. Whenever you're going from one season to a next, Spirit is going to require you to let go of some things, right? It may be people, it may be places, it may be things. So if you find yourself stagnant and you're not moving, it's because you're not in alignment. The thing about alignment, the beauty of alignment is you know when you're in it and you know when you're not in it, because when you're in alignment, you're in your flow, you're in your element, you're in your zone. Everything is easy, light, breezy, right? But when you're out of alignment, this is where you find yourself hitting those walls. And this is because at your core, you are resisting the change. You can't expect to stay the same, my love. If the world is required to change seasons, why would you be allowed to stay the same? But change also begins with you taking that time to invest in yourself, right? A part of you going into the new version of self is spending that intimate time with spirit so you can go through the things until you're able to integrate. And until then, you have to be committed, disciplined, consistent, and being able to stay. Okay? I love you. I love you more than you know. And next week, listen, I know you're probably thinking, girl, you always say that. Well, I know I am not good when it comes to certain things. And one of them is this space here, but I am committed. Okay. And one thing I will always do is show up for me. And I absolutely understand that showing up for me means showing up for you. I'm sending you hugs, healing, love, light, peace, prayers, prosperity, and positive vibes. And I'm going to see you next week. But in the meantime, in between time, if you need, you know how to find me on any of these platforms, my Facebook, my TikTok, my Instagram, my YouTube. Send me a message and I'll be there. Enjoy the rest of your night. But what do I want you to absolutely make sure that you do for the rest of your week? The rest of your week? The rest of it. Bye bye.